Hello everyone, welcome to what is hopefully the final episode of The Wolf Among Us. Last episode, I apologize for the crap internet. Again, I can never predict when that piece of shit router is gonna give out and make fucking streaming impossible. And make me have to constantly... It's just a shit show, and I'm so sorry for that. But regardless... Last episode, we found the Crooked Man, and we basically uncovered his schemes and crap that he was doing behind the scenes. And yeah, looks like we're about to confront him and get some justice. So yeah, with all that said, let's finish this journey, shall we? And be all up, prepped and ready, and then afterwards I'm gonna have to decide what to play next, because honestly, that's the hard part. But anyway, yeah. I've also gotten I gotten 3 new games I want to try, actually. I might stream them.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth.
What is it? There's
You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
As I'm telling you, it's still Georgie. Always blame the pimp when it comes to the murders, and I'm going to be proven right. Watch, I'm gonna get a choice that's gonna say who killed Faith and the girls, and it's gonna be Georgie, and I'm gonna be fucking right about it. So yeah, I'm gonna be so happy when I'm fucking proven right. Because like I said, and the only way the Crooked Man would have a reason to kill the girls is if they had info,
Holly's
or
sister.
they were vital parts of his business, or that they knew something that,
shit about us?
you know, they knew more than they let on, so he ordered Georgie to kill her, kill the girls, to basically to silence them.
The tree.
Oh yeah, and we didn't destroy the tree.
No!
That's right.
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey,
That's right. She works
you're
for
not
us
really
now,
gonna
Auntie
send me
Greenleaf.
to the farm, are you?
And I chose friendship over the rules. I remember that.
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
By the way, again, I'm not going to spoil what happens to Colin, but my headcanon is after the events of this, the comics happen, and what happens to Colin in the comics early. By the way, early in the in the issues too. You know, that's fucking great.
No joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round.
But what is it?
And the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Oh yeah, we gotta kill Mary. That's right. That's gonna be funny.
Bigby, wait.
Or
When you
that's
get
gonna
the
be
Crooked
fun.
Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Chad?
Oh yeah, we encountered him. So yeah.
Great deal to discuss.
All right, so here we go. Time to wrap up this shindig. Man, also I'm excited for God of War Ragnarok to come out November. I mean, I didn't... Yeah, I'm excited for that, because let's be honest, I like God of War, but I'm getting off topic, I'm sorry. I just have so much I want to say, and it's just, you know, hard to express myself, I'd say. But yeah. It's been fun revisiting this series, so it'll be nice to bring this case to a close and get those girls some justice. Here we go. Now what is going to be our... Oh, that's right, because we smoked. Yeah, that's right. Our choice was we smoked. I don't think he gets tired easily.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest.
Oh, come on,
recently.
Jersey. You won't try that fucking shit with me, son.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
Okay, if you're offering, I'll get a
Got a
drink.
scotch.
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is
I'm
our
putting a
guest,
cigarette out,
and
you
I have
fucking
every
paranoid
intention of
bastard.
cooperating. So don't waste the silver.
Oh, what do you know?
Sit down, Jersey.
So he actually wants to cooperate. Isn't that fucking convenient?
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed.
You're right that there's a conspiracy, but you're the one behind it.
I have no need for treachery, Bigby. I do everything right out in the open. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of
Georgie.
mine.
I know it's Georgie, dude. It can't.
Unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you.
I already know
I
who did.
already know who did it.
Forgive me, Sheriff, for doubting your acumen, but who do you think committed these crimes?
It was Georgie, all right?
Well done, Sheriff. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Fucking told you people. I
Like
called
said,
it.
I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
Oh, I'm
And I
sure
want to make
he
things right.
did.
So...
Oh yeah, he's being the
let's work
silver-tongued
something
devil,
What's
trying
there to
to
work out?
be
I'm
coy
protected, aren't I?
and
Your
collected.
protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to
Oh,
do
he's
this.
gaslighting
And
him
you told me
too.
to kill him.
Blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
Yeah, they can't do shit. He's literally the
So
kingpin.
what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender.
Fuck out of
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen. Get the fuck away from me. He's the one you fucking want.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Yeah, I fucking knew it. Son of a bitch had a fucking ace up his sleeve all the time, yeah. At that point, might as well have just stalled.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Well, this is great. Alright, time to whoop some ass.
Take this!
I think so. Oh wow, an exit,
done,
thank you.
Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Oh, thanks, Georgie. There we go.
Oh god.
Oh, I can make it a lot worse, my friend.
This way.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, looks like we're on a chase now. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna get the both of them anyway.
Shit!
I know.
We have a strength of like 10 men. This is really not gonna go well. Alright. That can happen, I forgot. Which one was Georgie? Oh, Crooked Man. Oh, shit. Well, that was a mistake. Oh, well, at least I found them. I mean, it's a lead. Fucking shit one at that, but hey.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean, we did stab him in the fucking gut, so it makes sense.
Fuck, no. No, no, no. What am I gonna do now, Vivian? What the...
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, she took the ribbon off, didn't she?
You're too late, Bigby. She's dead.
What the fuck happened, Georgie?
What's it look like? I'm really not in the mood, Bigby. So why don't you just fuck off?
Start talking, Georgie!
Oh, you think that'll help? I told you I don't want to fucking talk.
You're gonna fucking tell me why you did this!
I didn't do shit to her! She killed herself! She did it! Just pulled her ribbon off, right there. Didn't fucking matter what I said. She always did what she wanted. She just...
Why the hell would she do that?
She said she'd had enough. She couldn't live with what she'd done. She's the original Bigby. The girl with the ribbon. Couldn't take it off. Couldn't talk about it. We used hers to make the rest. It started as part of the gimmick, right? Discretion is our guarantee. You know, she came up with that. It was her idea. Whoever thought it would end this way?
It was her idea. What do you mean? Why would she want to be involved in this?
Agreed.
It all starts the same way for all of us. We come here to escape, but all we found is even more shit.
So they need to make
What
a
were we
living.
supposed to do? We needed a way to make a living.
Yeah, that
Figured
makes
this
sense.
was as good as any. But then everything went to
It's
shit.
not a good reason.
This was
but
just the
I
final
get
fucking
it.
straw. She felt responsible for Faith and Lily. What her ribbons did to them. Said she'd rather die on her own terms. For something good. Or at least something close to it. So she ended it. Oh, it didn't matter if that left me to deal with this fucking mess. We promised we'd look out for each other. So what the fuck is this?
You couldn't stop her? There had to be a way.
No. Look, I know you think it's my fault. That I killed him for some twisted pleasure of mine. But I did what I had to. You don't always get a choice. Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Agreed.
Some of the girls decided to pull a runner on us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the crooked man didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told
Yeah,
me
because he didn't
to
want
take
any
care of
merchandise
it.
getting out of his
You
out of
think
his
I don't know
clutches.
what that means? Either I do what he says, or I'm the one getting dealt with. I had to do it. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill those girls. And then he fucking sold me out.
I mean,
None of
makes
this
sense.
would have happened if it wasn't for that bastard.
I can't let you off the hook. I'm taking you in.
Oh, fuck!
Get up.
Yeah,
Up! Don't think so, Bigby.
yeah, that. I mean, we can. Yeah.
I'm gonna
that-
die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metal Works. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
Okay.
Ah! Shit!
Oh, whoops.
Stop! Fucks to stop!
I didn't mean to do that.
At least you're consistent. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends.
I really
Just make
didn't mean
it
to do
quick.
that, by the way. Mercy killing.
All right, Georgie.
I didn't mean to hurt him, by the way. That was an accidental misclick. I apologize. I meant to say that's not who I am, but, oh well. It's already out there at that point. Hey, on the plus side, Beauty no longer has to worry about working at that fucking hotel next to it, so, you know, silver lining, I guess. Alright, here we go. And there's the Crooked Man's vehicle.
Still warm. He's here, all right. Of course.
Oh boy. I can already imagine that Mary's probably waiting for me, ready to get her hands dirty. She's a sadistic fucking psychopath, clearly. Oh look, there's those packages.
So this is where they've been sending these.
It's quiet. Or, yeah, I'm just, to pull the cliche line, it's quiet, too quiet.
Bigby Wolf.
Yep, here we go. She's waiting.
The big bad wolf. You used to be something.
Oh, great. She's been surveilling us, too. That's when me and Lily first met. Or no, sorry, me and Faith first met. Holly and Snow, looks like. Oh, Nerissa and Faith. And then when she kissed me on the cheek. Me at the pawn shop. Me and Snow just walking about, and that must be... Oh, that's all three of them. There's, Faith. There's Lily, and then there's Nerissa. So yeah, they've been watching us.
They used to fear you.
Oh, look, it's the breaking wheel.
Their small shivering bodies.
By the way, terrible way to die. Do not recommend it. If any of you have read Berserk and the Conviction arc and you've seen this, or you've seen this in history shit, yeah. The breaking wheel is a very painful torture device. Oh look, silver bullets.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Oh, of course.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece.
Of
I do
course.
apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Hell yeah, got one in. I struck the first blow, bitch. Now it's hunting season. Wow. This is sure as fuck sturdy. Oh great, I'm gonna move through this shit now. Great. Okay, I didn't. Fuck
Where
you.
are you? Come out and face me!
Oh well. Oh look. Of course her true form is fucking grotesque. Oh great, now we're in wolf form phase 3. Alright, here we go. Watch her plot some bullshit like a multi-form technique or something. Like, that'd be fucking fair. Okay, yeah, she's got multi-form bullshit. Okay. Right, she won't play fair. Who am I kidding? Dog wow. Is it about time for Super Saiyan 3? Or Super Saiyan God. Bullshit now, yep. Ultimate power, baby. True form. There's literally a giant bipedal motherfucking wolf, man. That's really what Bigby's true form is in the comics, by the way. The giant fucking wolf. I love it. So ridiculous, I love it though. Yeah, I am just like, dude, you literally fucking with a giant wolf boy at this point. At this point, there's just too many of her. Am I gonna do the thing? Yep, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow this house down. Yep. When in doubt, blow. My dad was the north wind, baby. I got lungs like a god. Yeah, there's the real one. Just even better. Wow, really? You gonna do some crazy shit like this, huh? Yep. That's what I call a fucking boss fight, baby. And now she's dead. Good. No more psycho bitch Mary. Oh, right. I forgot. Every time Bigby transforms, he gets nude. I think it's only using that form that he's practically naked at that point. I don't remember if he had carried a satchel of clothes like in Twilight, I think. Which I've been told that's how the werewolves in Twilight got their clothes back, because they carried them in a sack on their side. Which doesn't... It's ridiculous. I hate Twilight, by the way. Fuck that teen garbage.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Oh, well, my eyes are still yellow.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
Yeah.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Precaution, my
I'm
ass.
no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think
But you gave
know
the
that.
order. That
All I'm
still
asking
counts.
for is a chance.
Maybe you didn't carry it out. But I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't
Yeah.
mean to belabor the
It
point,
will not end well
but
for you, my
just
friend.
so
I
we're
can
clear,
promise you that.
If you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the...
Get
Let me
back
ask
to-
you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going?
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey!
No.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
It's not even worth killing at this point. As much as I would love street justice, I'm going Paragon, Big B, not Renegade, Big B. Speaking of Paragon, I think I might replay Mass Effect again. And I don't know, maybe I'll do that. We'll see. We'll see after I play one of my other games that I bought.
We have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When does this thing happen?
Oh
Are you
yeah, here we
sure
are,
he's coming?
Witching Well.
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
And here we are.
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which
Indeed
case,
he
you
did.
still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A
Yep.
misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
ground.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself. And I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No
Indeed.
more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is
I don't think that's a
ridiculous.
good idea to remove the cuffs, but oh well.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White.
He's gonna make a
You've all
show of
met
it,
Georgie.
clearly.
I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Yeah.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth.
That's not what Georgie said.
Seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
I certainly
Holly,
don't.
please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted that
Yeah.
any of those girls
No one
wanted
wants to
their
be a
lives like
prostitute.
that?
I'm sorry, Holly.
I mean, nobody
I'm sorry
really
that
wants
your
to be a
sister asked me
prostitute in
for
that.
help,
At the
and
end of the
I'm
day,
sorry that I
because
decided against my better judgment.
they're desperate, they want money, and they'll go to any extremes
Right,
to get it,
and you
even if
kept
they have
them
to
in
sell
debt
their
so they
bodies
couldn't
to
leave.
someone
Yeah.
who's just going to
That's
treat them
what
like
you did
crap,
to
you know what I
us.
mean?
How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
I mean, you kind of
When your
are. You're
government
literally the
abandoned
kingpin.
you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners. I was there to look out for you,
Yes, but
wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Archie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
Oh, the tree.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours.
A great
Because
ideal
I helped
concept.
her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job.
Indeed I did.
She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I have very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
So in other
I've
words,
made
she
some
made
mistakes.
a mistake out of anger.
Made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
Oh, really?
The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about? And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't
Oh,
feel
great.
right.
Now it's
how we're
falling
doing
apart.
this.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that
Bluebeard's
happened.
a serial killer.
Right before
He
you
would have done
decided
that
to kidnap
anyway.
him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will
great.
challenge their brutality?
He's literally being the silver-tongued devil kingpin guy. He's coy, he's clever, and he knows everyone's weaknesses. He's very much a manipulator.
Who will be the...
Bigby, Miss White.
Ah, witness testimony. You're fucked now, buddy. I can already tell. Because the spell's broken.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
Looks like we got our evidence.
I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come here.
Just shut up. The spell must be broken because
you enslaved
Vivian's
us
dead.
for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily...
That's a lie!
I was in the goddamn room when he did it! Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
Yep.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Witness testimony.
Good enough for me.
Once you have witness testimony in I'm sure a trial like this, you're fucked.
I'm down the witching well.
Even
No,
if
that's
there's
too
multiple.
fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Exactly. This is how justice works, my friend.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't get
bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
I think Greenleaf's onto
Clearly,
something.
we're having
There's
trouble
a fate
agreeing
worse
on a
than
suitable
death.
punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What
Yeah, the
about
only way to
Bigby?
do is vote.
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay. Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
I guess, yeah, Andy Greenleaf's makes
Just
sense.
do
Nobody
what you
has to
think is
die, nobody has to get thrown down a well. It's perfect.
Yes, Sheriff.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Of course. Yep, I knew he was gonna do something like this.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Nah, buddy. You ain't getting the death penalty this time. Nor
said
are you
had a way
getting
to
thrown
keep
down
him
the
from
well.
hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Then let's do it.
All right, do it.
Yeah, fate worse than death. Being locked up in prison. Well, I'm sure he's going to be turned into something, and the irony will probably be sweet. Oh, there he is.
Not what I was expecting.
He's a fucking bird.
Man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Good thing he has his job back.
This fucking line.
Oh, like it's Jack, Tom, or Tim. No, yeah, his name's Tim.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Thank you.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
I'm sure she's gonna be super busy.
We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
And my headcanon is he gets sent to the farm anyway, after some time passes. Unless, who knows, they make it... I don't know. Because what happens to Colin in the comics, yeah. For those who've read it, you know what I mean. It's bittersweet, but you know what? Hey, if we can prolong what happens then I think it's good. Yeah, but shit. Well, that's definitely a fate worse than death in the Crooked Man's case. He's literally trapped in a cage as a bird, and he's going to the farm. Oh, well, yeah. And by the way, I tried many people tried getting Toad to not go to the farm, but it's inevitable. It's going to happen, sadly.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Say that again.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby.
Yeah, see, even with the money and the promise, it doesn't matter.
He was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so... If you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle.
Oh,
that's a
cute.
big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Look, Nerissa. It's nice to see you in something else other than a fucking dress for a change.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to.
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Okay.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Okay.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We're gonna find a way
like
out.
I said, I had this feeling they were.
Pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they'd go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing.
She tattled.
Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man.
And then he ordered them dead.
Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth?
I guess it worked.
In the end, it was for the best.
I can't hold that against you.
I know
even
he
if it was based
their
on
deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality.
Agreed.
Especially after that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Which explains the fabric at the near the fence.
I walked her over here.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah.
Yep.
I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
Which explains the blood.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
Agreed.
It'll be different now.
But I mean, hey, she did what any friend would do.
You and Snow.
I don't know.
She helped her friends even
Seems like no
in
matter
the end.
what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but
They need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh yeah, that's right, the plot twist. Where I think this was them basically hinting at that, yeah, Nerissa and Faith were the same person. Well, then that raises the question of whose head was that? Was that Nerissa's head? Like, what happened, you know? It kind of raises more questions. I mean, it's a nice twist for reaction purposes, but I mean, kind of really comes out of nowhere, I feel.
Wolf.
But I mean, at the end of the day, hey, this is a prologue, so who knows? I do know they made comics based particularly on this prequel series, or this prequel portion, so yeah, I do know that. But as far as what comes after this, it's up in the air. I mean, who even knows where The Wolf Among Us 2 will go, actually, now that I think about it. Aside from that one trailer they showcased where he's in anger management and crazy shit like that, but, you know, I'm actually excited to see that game when it finally comes out. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for it, of course, like any normal person would. But I love it because of it. But, yeah. Alright, let's take a look at these choices. What did you do to Georgie? You and 68.6% of players killed him. I mean, it's a mercy killing. You'd be a psychopath if you didn't fucking do it, I guess. I mean, it makes sense if that's the case, but I mean, Christ, that'd be evil. Like, I mean, really evil. Anyway, did you give the Crooked Man a trial? You and 89.6% of players brought the Crooked Man back alive. Well, I mean, of course. Yeah. How did you punish the Crooked Man? You and 47.4% of players chose to imprison him. Wow, that is not a lot. Did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? I mean, you'd be a dick if you didn't, so it makes sense. A 98 though, that's pretty big. And last choice was, what were your last words to Nerissa? 54.8%. Wow, that is pretty mid, but at the same time, I'm sure some ounce of it. But yeah, I hope I've done some good here. So yeah. Okay, cool. So, oh, special stats. Alright, so I guess we get some after things. Or I think it's recap all the choices I made. You lied to him about seeing Beauty outside the apartment. You promised her you wouldn't tell Beast you saw her outside her apartment. You fought him after the investigation. Butcher. You offered him protection at the You offered him protection at the business office. Colin. You gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You helped him to avoid the farm. I mean, hey, bros before hoes, am I right? The Crooked Man. You took him back to the witching well. You imprisoned him. Georgie's dead. You made him suffer before he died. Again, that was an accident. I'm sorry. You took money from Georgie's safe. Well, I mean, he's an asshole and a piece of shit, and, I mean, looking back at it now, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best choice, but hey, I needed money for choices, I guess. Anyway, Greenleaf, you offered her a job. Damn right I did. Gren, you drank with Gren after Lily's funeral. Wow, that's the only choice I had? Okay. Snow White, you brought her along with you to the Trip Trap. You showed her Crane's photograph of her. You promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. Well, yeah. Tiny Tim, you chose to wait for him. Okay. TJ, you accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. You gave him money. Yeah. Final nail in that fucking coffin. So yeah. And that is the end of this playthrough. Well, this was a nice little lovely time to revisit. Oh yeah, here you go. Continue the story. Pick up a graphic novel today from Vertigo, who are no longer around. Sorry, I hit the mic. Vertigo Comics sadly is no longer around, so thankfully I think Fables was already you know, basically done and over with by that point. But yes, I highly recommend you read the comics. Specifically get the omnibus versions, because they essentially have all the issues from the beginning to the very last one. I've read almost all of them, but I have yet to really finish them, per se. But I do want to actually finish reading those comics and just see where the story ends up in canon. So yeah, I recommend you read the comics. They're pretty good. Bill Willingham is phenomenal, like, when he created that. So yeah. Finally, a complete episode after the fucking last one was a dud, but yeah. It's been fun revisiting this. It's nice going down memory lane. And as I've said, it's a shame Telltale's no longer around, well, at least in the same capacity as they once were. Because here's my issue with what happened with Telltale. They took on too much too quickly, and they grew but they didn't grow financially because of the fact that they made the exact same game type every single time, where it was the same formula of story of point-and-click adventure style, choose-your-own-adventure type shit. The graphics got better, but this gameplay mechanic got pretty repetitive and boring pretty fast. And let's be honest, not all of Telltale's games were great. Guardians of the Galaxy was fine. The Walking Dead seasons 1 and 2 were great, but from what I've heard some pretty mixed to negative things through sometimes mixed reactions to the last 2 seasons of Telltale's The Walking Dead. I've enjoyed Tales from the Borderlands was great, and they're apparently making another one, which I'm very excited to check out when that eventually comes out. Hopefully they don't fuck that one up, but we'll see. But as far as every other choice-based game goes, yeah. Wolf Among Us 2 was going to come out, and then the whole mass layoff/firing of all the employees out of nowhere happened, and then, yeah, Telltale just went down the drain and just closed their doors, and it was a fucking awful thing for everyone involved. Like, I basically think it was the management's problem at Telltale who were responsible for that, since they kept buying licenses and IPs, and the more they kept taking on, the more money they were making back because of it. Oh yeah, also Batman. I forgot to mention Batman, which I have not played yet and I want to play. I think when it comes to our next Telltale game, I will play the Batman. The 2 Batman games that came out. Batman Season 1 and then The Enemy Within, which is Season 2. Because I have seen and heard some things about it, and I want to check it out, because I'm a huge Batman fan. But, yeah, anyway. So for the next game, I'm thinking of one... Okay, this is where I leave it up to anybody who's watching this later on. I have 3 game choices we should try. I have 2 of which are recent purchases I want to actually play on stream, because they look like fun. One of which is a game I've seen Let's Plays of years ago called Goat Simulator. And for everybody who's played or seen Goat Simulator, you know what I mean by that. Then there's 428 Shibuya Scramble, which, from what I've seen, is a game that mixes live action with choose your own adventure, like virtual, like, you know what I mean? Where it has text box, whereas like it's like a simulator, like a detective simulator that has live action footage with text boxes and choices and stuff like that. It's pretty bizarre from what I've seen of the screenshots, but I'm intrigued enough to give it a go. I'm also told that game is super long, like 10 hours, I guess, which I think I read was like, yeah, 10 hours in total, so yikes, it's gonna be a long one. And then there's Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'll make it clear, I've played the original 3 Mass Effects years ago, and I think I did play Legendary Edition... I did play Legendary Edition on launch day, and that was a long while ago, so I barely remember what happened in those games, aside from the fact that Mass Effect 3 endings sucked balls, and that some of the animations are going to be awkward, but the meme potential will always be there. And of course, FemShep and Tali Zora Vas Normandy, or you know what I mean. Tali, who is the best girlfriend, by the way, and I will fight anyone who says otherwise. But yeah, I do think it would be nice to revisit Mass Effect just to really get a nostalgic feel, and then we can play Andromeda and catch up on the Mass Effect series before the next one comes out, which I doubt will be on PS4, but who knows? Maybe we'll keep your fingers crossed. But before I go, I have also a few more games I am going to talk about. I will play when they come out. Persona 3. I actually have never played Persona 3, and I want to actually experience that game above. And maybe I'll replay Persona 4 for you to give you an ideal understanding of why I love Persona, and that game was the reason I got involved with it. I love Persona 4 Golden. It was great. And I just loved that experience so much, and it made me genuinely cry. I think I mentioned before, like, I'm not bullshitting. The one game that ever made me cry was when I finished Persona 4 Golden, and it was the most wholesome, satisfying, and bittersweet ending to see all of that journey we went through with our party and stuff end. But then Persona 4 Arena Ultimax came out recently. I played that and I experienced it. I would have loved to stream it and experience it with you all, but unfortunately I can't stream the story, so yeah, for whatever reason, that stupid system like feature that is the blocking, the system blocking certain cutscenes is stupid and I hate it, but it is what it is, I guess. I can't really change that. I mean, unless I find a way to jailbreak it, but I'm never going to do that because I don't know tech as much as I want to, and I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I also plan on visiting Nier Replicant, which is a game I have wanted to play on stream before. And I mentioned I played it once, but I never got past Part B because I didn't get all the weapons, which is a tedious little fucking nightmare I gotta figure out myself, but I'll get it eventually. I will. Then I'll probably play through Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe I'm definitely not going to play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I already had I have gripes with that game, at least with its DLC and how it's barely even it's not good DLC. It's probably, in fact, the worst DLC I've ever played in a long time. But whatever. I definitely want to play Horizon Forbidden West. Definitely. That's on my list. Let's see. The Middle-earth Shadow game, the duology I plan on playing at some point. Of course, God of War Ragnarok when that finally comes out. I might go back to Doom Eternal and finish the last DLC. But, I do remember I did play that on launch, and then I completely forgot about it. And I might go back to that and I might as well just replay it on my own just to get really familiar with the controls again so that way I can then finish it. Then let's see what else. Cyberpunk, I'm still waiting for New Game Plus to come out. Then I'll stream it. So I still have the playlist. All the playlists are privated and deleted. The Cyberpunk playlist will be renewed and I will make it public again when I have the thumbnails already done for them. I'm just waiting for the New Game Plus update to happen so I can play the game from a fucking build that I'm actually happy with, that I want to experience this story with, which will be lovely. And let's see what else. Outer Wilds I intend to play. Same with the Order 1886. What else? I might do Jedi Fallen Order. I might do that as well. I hope to do that anyway. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, Blood Rain. I've never played the first Blood Rain, and I know that they actually recently released, they remastered the first two, and then there's the recent Blood Rain game, which is a side-scrolling adventure where Laura Bailey reprises her role as Rain, which is going to be fun. I might as well play that, because I actually like Blood Rain, and I've only played Blood Rain 2, and any version of Blood Rain 1 I've had for my Xbox that I actually purchased some years back, no matter what version of the game, no matter what box I got, no matter what precondition the disc was in, whether it be clean or somewhat scratched, would not read. So, when I say I've never played the first Blood Rain, but I've played 2, I mean that sincerely. So, you know what? Actually, I might just play that. That might come after I might do one of those other 3 games I mentioned, which is 428, Shibuya Scramble, Goat Simulator, and of course, the Mass Effect trilogy on Legendary Edition. But as I said, I'll leave that all to you. So, that being said, thank you all so much for joining me on this long journey. And apologies for how episode 4 came out. My Wi-Fi is unpredictable like that, so yeah. Thank you all for joining me, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.